Alexa, show me the unnervingly large Venn diagram of people who hate immigrants but love to take 23andMe tests to find out exactly what type of immigrant their family once was.
No, you don't understand. I've got to know which part of the woke crowd I get free benefits from while still being racist.
And now, the showing your friends a song you really like starter pack. Nobody reacting, just waiting for it to end. The 3 minutes it goes for feels like hours. Your friend looks at you while the song is playing, turning it off halfway. So, that's basically it. Lying awake at night thinking how awkward it was. I remember my experience of that. The song was called Super Pony Beat Winter Wrap Up. I was a different man back then. A very cringy man. Just gonna go quickly make sure my old YouTube channel is still deleted. Apple set to launch its own electric car with a next level battery in 2024. Knowing Apple, their next level will be, it's a battery that works for your car. It's next level because we haven't done it yet. Either way, the first Apple product with Windows. I was applying for homeowners insurance today and they asked if I had any pets, to which I said, yes, 2 cats. And then they asked me, have they been trained to attack or cause bodily harm? And I wanted to know if anyone had been able to do this because I'll hire you. Kids today are like,
so what did y'all do before the internet? Did you just not know anything?
And the answer is yes. You would ask your Aunt Marge a question, she'd give you the wrong answer, and you'd carry that misinformation for 20 years.
Wash your chicken before you cook it because of bacteria!
According to this actual expert online, the bacteria will die from the heat in the oven anyway.
Lies!
The idea that the ideal beach body just means being thin or buff is so unimaginative. Surely, the ideal beach body would have a powerful lobster claw, arm flaps to act as a windbreak, and a sand-repelling anus. Haha! No probing for you today, Sandman!
Nuts.
Welcome back on the internet, where what you watch does say something about yourself. Wow, that is great info. How much would someone need for a chicken that's roughly 180 pounds? When you're trying to do online schoolwork at home, but you can't because you're in a home environment and not a school environment, and the vibes are off and you're crying and shaking because the due date is coming up, and you're just sitting there with unfinished work even though the assignment is so easy, but it's so hard because you were born wrong and dark inside. So anyway, have you decided on what you want to do for the rest of your life? Why not? Hurry up. I hate it when people say that they're broke when they have $200 in their bank account. When I say I'm broke, I mean I have 89 cents in the bank and 12 cents behind the couch. Someone help me find that image of 4 cats being held up in front of a brightly colored background. The cats look calm being held, but each have their own personality. Never mind, I found it. This just reads absolute opportunity for some sort of sitcom poster. The easily spooked one, the downright psychopath one, the touchy-feely one, and the one who had a brain aneurysm. A recent study found people who take their coffee black are more likely to exhibit psychopathic traits. And people who order a quad shot, non-fat, vanilla soy extra foam light whip with caramel drizzle are more likely to be their victims. Some random mother flipper in Chernobyl waking up at 26th of April 1986 wondering what the frick is lighting fireworks at 1:23:58. This is really specific. It does fit the sub. I feel kind of dumb for making that point. If I were a human bone trying to escape the body, firstly, why? I'd probably wait until the person was eating a chicken wing, then try to slip out through the mouth. Let them think I'm just part of the wing they ate. By the time they figure it out, I'm long gone. Sholedesign Redemption, coming to theaters soon. Boy, he really got the voice of a 15-year-old getting hit by puberty harder than his grandma fell down the stairs in the body of a 28-year-old airport security officer that's getting a divorce with his wife Clara. Anything else you'd like to add? He sucks! Great. Get in, kids, to the school bus. We're legit. If you worked at a movie theater, would you check underneath my hat for Cool Ranch Doritos? Be honest. That depends, sir. How much of a cut would I get? I befriended a crow today, and I don't need any of you anymore. I can't wait to live in the woods. I can't wait to have antlers and only speak in clicked and whistles and watch you all die in your cities. This dude is literally stealing the life of every Disney princess wannabe out there. Some say this is a blessing. I'd say this is a target on his back. A lot of loveless late 20s to early 30s women are going to be just hunting him down out of revenge. Damn, what if you told your dad he mispronounced a word during a Zoom meeting and he disowned you for embarrassing him and told you you were only welcome back home if you found Bigfoot. So, you spend 3 years traveling the world to find Bigfoot, but along the way, you become friends with Bigfoot and teach him how to fight so he beats up your dad for you.
Is this a personal story?
It will be.
Okay, Prince Zuko.
Locked out of your apartment because your friend dropped your keys in a storm drain even though you specifically told them to empty their pockets before attempting that cartwheel? Wait for the locksmith at Denny's. We're open 24/7. Or alternatively, use one of their bones to make a makeshift key. Considering they're your friend and have gotten you locked out, I think they owe you a bone.
That's what the saying means, right?
You have to come to terms with the fact that realistically, in a post-apocalyptic world, there's a 99% chance you'll die from diarrhea after drinking bad water, and you will never get a chance to wear football armor and make a machete out of duct tape and a lawnmower blade or whatever. Marvels of medical science, keeping you blind from the horrors of literal nature itself since, well, what, the 1500s? After the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century. There you go. There's your science fact for the day. You can say you've learned something. And I was close, technically. Just off by a few millennia. Me walking to my first class on the first day of school with the urge to drop dead immediately because I can't stand the idea of being in a room learning about Schmidt I don't give a damn about for an hour. When you're coming up to a roundabout and your homie says, "Yo, watch this," before ripping the emergency brake off his 89 Nissan 240SX with 230k miles.
Today's special letter is P for panic!
Let's just say the police were to try to ID you while driving, and the only ID you have is a fake passport. How do you fake the numbers on the back? Asking for a friend. In my mirror. Okay, Tom Holland is cute and all, but he constantly looks like he's hiding a frog in his mouth and it's uncomfortably hopping around in there, but he can't open his mouth or the frog's gonna escape. Pick for reference. Multiple pick for reference. Everyone knows it's genetics, of course. Like me personally, I have a cane toad in my mouth. Wife. Why are you putting garlic in your pants? So Dracula won't try to eat my booty. Why would Dracula try to eat your butt?
He won't. The garlic. Are you even listening?
There's probably a German compound word for that feeling you get at 2 a.m. when, you're single in your mid-20s, and the creeping doubt that you've somehow missed your only chance at love because you didn't meet someone in college and now it's too late.
I'm sure it doesn't exist.
The German word you are looking for is Torschlusspanik. There's meant to be an L there. Stupid. Roughly translates to gate shut panic, coming back from the Middle Ages where peasants would feel like they're running out of time to get back to the city gates before they shut at nightfall. Nowadays it refers to that feeling of just running out of time. So yeah, you got that.
Enjoy!
The boredom of self-isolation. Did you know that if you rest a naked testicle on the top of an open beer bottle and hold a naked flame underneath the bottle, the testicle will be sucked into the bottle? If you do know this, do you know how to get it out? Asking for the friend who lives in my mirror.
Air's pushing the egg down. Oh, wow.
How do I tell my boyfriend that I want him to scream at me in bed like he's Gordon Ramsay and I am a little chef who just ruined a creme brulee?
You're lying if you say you've never recorded yourself singing because you were sure you had talent and were so deeply disappointed that you just deleted the recording and pretended it never happened. Well, I didn't, and that's why I'm now considered a talented singer!
Lord have mercy.
No more unknown chemicals in my food. I am growing my own vegetables and cooking them in my home. Finally taking charge of my health.
Hell yeah, even recycling to create your own compost. That's incredible. Would I like some? Get the hell away from me.
I guess the best part about dating a homeless person is that you can drop them off anywhere.
Disagree. My ex was very upset when I dropped her off a volcano. Honk if you'd rather be watching the 1999 cinematic masterpiece The Mummy starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz.
Honk.
Hey, someone likes their movies.
I love mummies.
I no longer associate with you. Just saw someone on Reddit refer to Texas as Howdy Arabia, and I am absolutely exhausted by how accurate that is. Hey, why visit the country when the country can come to you? If your girlfriend, after leaving work, starts going to a bakery where she spends at least 20 minutes daily to talk to a Belgian guy named John, who's around 5'10" tall and has blonde hair, and she laughs at almost everything he says, would you assume she's cheating on you? Yes? No? Other results. This is just hypothetical, by the way. I'm not insecure. You ever just sit there and think, man, I'm glad I don't have kids. Like today, I'm just sitting at my desk, drinking my coffee, working on a project that I love, and enjoying the process in peaceful, uninterrupted quiet. I am having a pleasant, productive day. Instead, I could be in the middle of absolute cacophony and chaos, wielding a screwdriver, trying to figure out the least destructive way to disassemble an IKEA sofa because the currently kicking and screaming dipschmidt number 3 decided to wedge his entire skull inside of it and get stuck, while simultaneously trying not to curse while I yell at dipschmits 1 and 2 who dared him to do it. Something tells me this person was dipschmidt number 3 growing up, and they're just reflecting now and are thankful that they're not the one having to deal with that. Meanwhile, in No Stupid Questions Where Your Questions Are Stupid, are you legally allowed to just stay in the roundabout indefinitely? Let's say you really enjoy turning left. Could you just not take any exits and stay in the roundabout until you need to fill up or charge up the car? Could cops pull you over? If so, what law could they pull you over for not leaving you in the loop? Seriously answering this question? My best guess would be the fact that you're just seeming to be an erratic driver. Why would you need to constantly go around a roundabout, you know? Like, yeah, after like at least 3 rotations, you've seen everything you can. Some of you never had to manually upload your CD collection to your wonky laptop in order to populate your playlist so you could have your favorite music on your iPod, only to have the whole library wiped out because you ejected it improperly, so you smashed your iPod. And it shows. Dang privileged generations living off the things that our generation provided to them so they could live a better life than us. The 5 girls who will absolutely ruin your life. 1. Julia. 2. Julia. 3. Julia. 4. Julia. 5. Julia. Julia, if you're reading this, bring my goldfish back. Just to be clear, we all put our phone in our pocket screen facing towards our bodies, correct? Yes, but then your worst fear comes true that you didn't lock the phone, and when you check your phone and you see that you texted your crush I love you, sent pics of your balls in family group, ordered the Tesla, and used a CC of your dad on Pornhub. It's amazing what your hip can achieve when you're not paying attention. And as everyone knows, the hips don't lie. Well, at least everyone born in the 90s knows. My little boy is in the process of being tested for autism. He's 3 and rarely speaks a word that's understandable anyway, but he always says, "Love you, Dad," when I put him to bed. That will do me for the rest of my life. Those words mean the most out of any. I'm good. DJ, stop saying, "Make some noise if you're here with your best friend." Sometimes I'm there with a person I only party with, or a man I'm seeing who I kind of like, but I'm pretty sure it'll stay a situationship for like 10 plus months. Plus, I saw a blonde hair in his bed and my hair is black. Make some noise if you're not sure what's going on! New year, new me. In 2020, we stopped chasing people that don't make an effort to be in our lives. In 2020, we put ourselves first. In 2020, we do not try to domesticate a raccoon, but if one wanders into our home because he thinks the couch is nice and he likes the atmosphere, then he can stay. Oh, Roxy, such innocent aspirations for the year that came to be. Oh, wink. Oh, wink. Why does your Memoji character look like a British guy who would run the school in a Nickelodeon TV show in the early 2000s? Hello, I'm Jasper, or you can call me Jazz. I'm gonna come across as a bit too try-hard, likely because I'm a 40-year-old scriptwriter's attempt to connect to the newest generation. Floss it Fortnite style! Nightmares are just free horror movies that you produce, direct, and star in. If you're too scared, that's your own fault! So, what up? I'm taking a shower! That sounds hot. Not in a sexual way, though. See, a shower releases cold or hot water onto a human being. Normally, I prefer my showers in the middle, but studies have shown that the average female prefers water hot. Thus, because you are in fact a female, and you are in fact taking a shower, it must be hot, as in the temperature. Nothing more, nothing less. This is not sexual harassment. I'm not like other girls, she said, golden skin shimmering in the summer sun. And she wasn't. She was a rotisserie chicken that I bought, took outside, and performed a small skit within the parking lot before eating in my car while sobbing loudly. Being boiled alive in a witch's soup. Witch smacking me with her broom.
Stop eating all the potatoes!
Hi, teachers. Is it illegal for a teacher to call and falsely tell a student's parents that the student is pregnant? Just asking for job security? Just remember, she's having smacks in the back of a Jeep Cherokee with a guy that has a shoulder tattoo and a 315 bench max while you proofread her essay. Well, in all circumstances, I'd be getting paid for it, and he's likely gonna pay for it, you know? Colorblind test. If you see purple, you were the charismatic smart kid when you were younger, but then had an emotional burnout at the age of 11, and now you can't focus or find pleasure in doing anything besides sitting in your room all day and listening to music. Oh, look at, wow, you match it. Well, look at you. 50 years ago, if you wanted to see a picture of a raccoon, you either had to already have it or drive to a library. And a raccoon in a funny hat? Ugh, forget about it! Struggling with sleep? Here are some useful tips. Turn your phone off early. Have a relaxing bath. Open the window. Help a raccoon climb through the window so you can watch Netflix together.
Roxy, did you not learn from last year?
This is a sleepover now. Make popcorn for the
the raccoon,
raccoon.
Roxy.
Avoid caffeine.
Roxy!
A woman will break your heart, but your friend Ricky will break your DS Lite because he sat on it and he really should pay for it, but his mom is taking his side and she is not making him pay for it, which sucks. Me cutting myself off from the boys as I chose being lonely as a coping mechanism as my psychological well-being takes a perpetual downturn. Apple. Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. Google.
I've got a fart, but I'm trying to hold it in.
Samsung.
I just stuck my claw in the macaroni salad at a Publix deli.
You would be better off sandpapering a lion's butt in a pair of pork chop panties than being caught on the other side of this fence. Remember everyone, if two men are fighting and the wife of one of them comes to rescue her husband from his assailant and she reaches out and seizes him by his private parts, you shall cut off her hand. Show her no pity. Clearly a statement from a man who got punched right in the gonads by someone else's wife.
Oh, that's cheating! The wife cheated! Cut off a hand!
Females really can't take a joke. You could be like, damn, yo head big as frick, Lamau. She'll be like, wasn't both of your parents on drugs and tried to sell you for some Adidas? Oh, okay. Like, okay, Bill, now I'm crying. Shower thoughts. Have you ever thought that if one day after taking a shower you open the door just to see yourself alone in a world that is in chaos and destruction while you just stand there naked with your towel being the only thing covering you, but then you suddenly get shot in one of your nipples by a passing alien and eventually die due to blood loss? Or is it just me? You ask me for the time and notice my watch is actually a live shrimp hugging my wrist. He whispers, 12:30. But he's guesstimating as shrimps usually do. If you're laid up with your girl in a 41 to 135 degree room and she starts multiplying rapidly, that bitch is a foodborne pathogen. Stay woke. How to summon an army of worms. Wow, TED Education's really evolving into some sort of biological warfare now. See somebody on Twitter who is more successful than me. I gotta get off this website. Switches to Instagram and sees someone hotter than me. Man, frick this app. Goes on Facebook and sees a guy I went to middle school with is in jail for murder.
Ah, there we go.
Why are so many adult toys purple? Is there some sort of science behind purple and horniness? Please, someone commission me to investigate this.
Adult toys are purple because the manufacturers want people to associate them with me. Twinkie Winkie, a living manifestation of pure
Lust. Dating apps make me want to die. I don't give a schmidt that you love The Office. If I want to meet a woman, I will meet her at Trader Joe's at the free sample table after she hands me a free sample of some spicy lasagna. Please notice me, Trader Joe's free sample lady.
They don't suspect a thing.
My father is a deeply flawed human being. Just imagine that middle child wandering by herself into your aisle at Walmart. What's your name, little Satan? Hello, Satan. I see you've come to collect my soul. Okay, but what about the youngest child? Human being sounds like she's secretly a reptilian and is trying very hard to convince everyone she isn't. That face isn't doing her any favors. Sweet girl pushing her glasses up onto her nose and starts fumbling with her clammy hands. She starts pulling at her sweater sleeves. Hey, hi there. I was, just wondering if you'd like to, maybe get coffee sometime? Me looking up from posting, my coom comes out like jello and not like gelatine kind, I'm talking pudding, onto Tumblr. Huh? What did you say? Imagine a swarm of 8-year-olds, all wearing Minecraft, Angry Birds, and Minion t-shirts, running up to you and viciously beating the living schmidt out of you while chanting YouTuber intros. This is really specific, are you okay? I'm very bruised and emotionally scarred.